take that away. I know you're obsessed with me. That's why.
Who is Kirsten?
Kirsten is a dancer, leader, a creative. What?
Alright, y'all. Welcome to It's Mandatory Confessions, where confessions are real conversations. Today, we got another special guest. Who do we got here today?
Kirsten.
Kirsten. Let's clap it up, Kirsten. Yes. And I just want to say I gratefully appreciate you coming out today, giving your knowledge, just giving your blessing to be here, your parents, giving the crowd what they need. You understand what I'm saying? Your beauty, giving the crowd what they need, right?
Appreciate it.
No problem. So basically, like, where you from? What's your life story, and where you are now?
I'm from Baltimore, but I moved to Pennsylvania. So.
Big dummy, huh?
Never tune on the fuck with you monoculencies tinga to do. My man got the wave suckle in my monoculences.
I don't even talk like that.
For real?
Yeah,
Oh,
but
shit.
I moved from Baltimore when I was like 9.
Yeah.
But I was back and forth because I was at my grandma's house every weekend. I was really up there for school.
Okay.
And on the weekends, I was in Baltimore.
How was that though in Baltimore? Was it crazy how they say, or you was like in the Bel Air parts of Baltimore, not the?
Oh no.
You know what I'm saying?
I was by Old Court. So,
Okay, so you wasn't with the dummies, the chews.
Bitch, we is from Baltimore. We don't care about no fucking curses.
Okay,
Nah.
you was at the okay. That's good though. So you enjoyed it though. You enjoyed being in Baltimore and all that.
Yeah, I like being close to my family. When we moved to Pennsylvania, I mean, Pennsylvania's not that far, but
Yeah.
45 minutes to an hour, that can be far for some people.
Yeah.
But I miss being close to like my cousins and stuff. So that's why I went to my grandma's house every weekend so I could see my cousins. That's kind of the only part that I really missed about Baltimore though. Like,
Okay.
other than that, I like being in Pennsylvania because it's quiet up there.
It's quiet.
Ain't too much ruckus going on.
Yeah, we don't like that. I don't like too much going on. At this age, I'm pushing 30, but it's like I want to be around some good energy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some good people,
Peaceful.
not too much ruckus going on. Okay, so right now, like, what you do for work?
Right now, I am a finance manager, basically. I work for Paramount, B.E.T.
Okay. B.E.T?
Damn! But basically B.E.T, but we're under Paramount.
Okay.
So
Dang, you
Yes.
big B.E.T.
I'm growing.
How is that, though?
It's real chill. Like, I really don't like be like in the like mix. I'm
Yeah.
just making sure like stuff gets paid out when it's supposed to.
That's good.
Like, yeah.
Getting
So
that money straight.
I'm in the background, like, you know, this
Yeah.
is the more important people kind of in the background.
But you getting that money straight in it. Make sure you get that straight.
Straightening. Yeah.
You know,
That's good, though. So being, like, near, like, Paramount, BT, I know you see so much celebrities and, you know what I'm saying, good people, influential people. Like, who's a person at a time, like, you felt, like, starstruck? Like, oh, shit. Like, who the hell is that?
Taraji P. Henson. That's my girl.
Taraji. Shout out
Taraji.
DMV. She from the
Shout out
DMV.
DMV.
So I had to go where we lived, and that was Oxon Hill. It wasn't by choice. It's just that I had to.
Yeah.
Taraji and Queen Latifah. Those two people are starstruck.
Did you say anything, though?
No, that's
scared.
I am like, I'm just like, dang, like, because it's one thing, like, to see people, like, on TV, in the movies, but it's another thing, like, to see them in person, like, dang, like, yeah, like, it was real cool, but I ain't gonna say nothing, no, because I'm too scared. I'm too scared for that.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting to see Angela. My
Who?
girl,
Angela Bassett?
Still waiting.
Oh, my gosh. She's phenomenal.
Her.
That's a beautiful queen right
That's
there.
her, yes, and Felicia Rashad. Well, I saw Felicia Rashad, but I want to actually like meet her. Like,
Yeah. What you gonna
shake her
say,
hand.
though?
I don't know.
You gonna freeze up.
I'm probably gonna freeze. I don't know. It's one thing. Well, I can't wait to meet this person, but it's another thing we like in their face. Like,
Yeah.
dang, what do you say to them? Because they probably, I think they hear it all the time. Like, you're so great. I love you so much. I watched your
Yeah.
show, so it's like
That's why you gotta come different. Like, you gotta give them a
stand out.
different kind of question. Like, you gotta be like,
I want to be that fan when they having like them interviews.
Yeah.
And they say, "What's your most memorable moment with the fan?" Like, I want to be that story.
yeah, you should be like, what's your favorite meal? They could be like, what?
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
See, I just got you laughing. They'd be like, damn, nobody ever asked me that.
Why would I?
So if you catch Angela Bassett, just ask her like, what's her favorite meal? She might want to start a more longer conversation with you. We're gonna try that. We're gonna try that in the future.
Test it out, but we gonna.
So with your job, like, how did you, like, the people out here, you know what I'm saying, they might want to get in that position. So it's like, how did you work your way to get to that step, though?
Well, I started interning when I was 19. I actually had met someone who I didn't even know had worked there, and they've been there for years. And I just kind of talk to them regular. That's why, like, you just never know who you're talking to.
Nah,
so,
absolutely.
Like, you got to be nice to everybody. You got to treat everybody the same.
That's a fact. Like, being positive, because you don't know who could be the next, I guess, key to where your door open to the next opportunity.
You just got to be nice. And I think that's what it was like. And I was nice with no motive. Like, I thought she was, like, the sweetest lady ever. Like, I met her and stuff like that. We had a real conversation, and she had actually brought the opportunity to my mom first. And was like, hey, like, you know, I work for B.E.T. I just want to bring her on for an internship, like, da-da-da-da. And my mom was like, okay. So I went when I was 19, and I think I went to L.A.
Yeah.
And, like, they flew me out and everything. So I was like, oh, this is different.
Yeah, this is new.
So,
like, first class or?
No, regular.
Okay, my fault.
Regular. But I was still excited, though, like, just going to LA and, like, experiencing the show and everything and seeing, like, the behind the scenes, like, how it worked. I think it was just like, oh, this is really dope. Like, 'cause you see it on TV, but then you see everything that goes into.
Yeah, but you in the background, like, you're actually, like, working in the, like, with everybody else. You're not in the mix. Like, you're not on the cameras or nothing like that. You're working in the background, which is so amazing because a lot of people don't know how much it takes you need a team, right? So you're a part of that team that nobody really sees, and it's just amazing, though.
Yeah, like, and so from there, they kept bringing me back for internships in the summer, and eventually the lady I was interning for, like, an opportunity became available. And because I had interned with her, like, she was able to, like, hey, like, I know someone, like, they have been training under me, you know, and it was basically that.
Would you say, like, the position you're in right now and how you kept that job for so long, like, what was the factor that still has you there? Like, why do they still want you there? Like, tell the camera and tell the people, like, why do they still want you in that business?
Because I do my job and I put in hard work.
Hard work.
And I'm always open to learning more. That's
always
the thing.
Open.
That's the thing. You got to always be open to, like, learn more stuff. That's how people see value in you. Because, like, they're like, I can teach her.
Yeah.
When you walk in and you, like, I know what I'm doing. I don't need you to tell me, like, and you have, like, you're closed-minded, like, you ain't going to go too far.
They don't want to hear that. And I feel like some people, they, like, you know, a person that know everything, it's cool to be around them, but if their energy and their aura is just not what people want to work around, it's not going to take you far. I feel as though, like, people could work with someone that they probably don't know too much, but their energy that they bring off in the environment is going to carry them far.
In networking, like, even, like, I think in any field that you're in, networking is important. But absolutely. I think one of the keys to networking is being open to not being the smartest person in the room. So sometimes networking isn't going in and saying, oh, I do this, this, and this. Sometimes networking is, I would love to learn from you. Like, I would love to, like, pick your brain. People, they, like, encourage that because, like, oh, okay, like, you open to learning more. Like, you open to being a student. When you walk in a room and you, like, got your tail on your back, like, I know what I'm doing. I don't need none of y'all, like, okay.
Yeah, nobody cares about that.
Nobody care about that. Yeah. But what they do care about is, like, okay, you young, okay, you want to learn, let's do it. So that's kind of really how I ended up, like, always being open to learning more and being open to, you know, expanding your mind,
So with you working, right?
Right.
Do you have time for any relationships? Like, is it hard? Like, is it hard? How is it?
No, I work from home. When you work from home, it's kind of easy to navigate because I can create my own schedule.
Okay.
So it's like I can sort my workload out how I want to do it, just making sure it gets done. But I think I had, like, the easy side of it because it's like, okay, like, if I want to, like, if my partner is long distance, I can jump on a plane, bring my laptop with me, and work. Like,
you can do long distance, though? Let's talk about it.
I can do long distance.
How, though?
What you mean? Like,
to be realistic, long distance, you're going to lose that feeling. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, girls, they love the time. They need that time.
But you can do so many things to make up for the distance. But that's why I always feel like long distance, both parties have to want it. Like, I mean, both parties can want it, but like y'all have to want it like as bad as the other, because if not, it's not gonna work.
Absolutely.
Like if one person is putting in the effort to make it work, eventually that person gonna burn out and be like, you know what? No, like you can plan virtual dates. You can like be intentional on seeing each other. And then also I feel like with long distance, I feel like you cherish the time more when you're with that person because you know I can't drive and see you. But when you in that long distance relationship, you catch a flight to see your partner, like you cherishing every single moment.
Look, okay, but you saying catch a flight, right? Let's talk about the timing. You in college, you're not catching flights all the time. You feel what I'm saying?
For sure.
So that I feel as though that it's gotta be the timing. When you get to the stage of you got something going on, I got something going on, and we can handle it together. But if you still in the young stage, let's say 21, 25, 18, let's say 18 to 25, still figuring yourself out and not like stable enough, right? I feel as though that distance within a relationship is going to end. It's going to end.
I agree.
It's going to end.
I think
somebody's going to cheat.
Wait a minute. Because
let's be honest, somebody's going to cheat.
Everybody do not cheat.
Everybody don't have it. Everybody don't have it cheat, but everybody have a little guilty conscience. Like I need that time, and it's just like I'm losing it. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm not saying all relationships could do that. It's possible, right? It's very possible they can do that. But most, in my opinion, or what I've seen or what I went through, once someone go through that distance, have not seen each other for like 3 months. Either it could go the wrong way.
A stretch.
That's what I'm. Look, so months is a stretch.
That's why I agree. Like being in that space to do long distance, it can work now. Cause no, I don't. I hate to say it. Like I'm not saying it can't work, but I think not seeing your partner for 4 or 5 months. That's almost dang near half the year for 5, 6 months. Like.
So can you last a month without seeing your significant other?
I can last a month.
A month, okay.
And only because I be busy. So like a part of my job, I have to travel.
Yeah.
So sometimes I'm in LA for 2 weeks, or sometimes I'm in LA for 2 weeks and I gotta go travel somewhere else. Like that's just a part of my job.
Yeah.
So it's like even if we're not long distance, if we in the same state, there's gonna be a time where we may not see each other for like 2-3 weeks because I'm traveling for work.
Yeah.
So that's why I just think that's why it's important to be in a relationship with someone
who understands. So in the same lane as you. You gotta have someone in the same lane as you.
Okay, I hate to say that, but yes.
Oh, you understand it? He understands it now.
Okay.
I agree.
That's good.
I hate to say that because if you got somebody who's in college, and let's say you're dating somebody older than you who may already got their career and stuff like that, like eventually they may see it as like we not on the same page. We're not on the same page, and it doesn't mean something is wrong with you, but it's just like right now, like
it's not working out. That don't mean it's over.
It don't mean it's over.
It don't mean it's over, but with the time being, if the Lord wanted to be, it'll come back. If it's not, you gotta move on. But some people can't handle that. Like there's like they'll risk everything to fix the relationship, but in reality, you're hurting it more.
Exactly. And I think that's why I think it's important to have conversations at the beginning of the relationship, saying, okay, like, what is your love language? Like, a lot of times, if a person's love language is quality time and physical touch, long distance may not work out. Like, because physical touch, you can't be physical with somebody who's across the states. Like,
absolutely,
you can't.
I told you, like I said, that time.
But quality time also could be on FaceTime, watching a movie,
yeah,
talking.
But being realistic, nobody want to do all that. You want that touch. You want that feel. You want to kiss time to time. FaceTime is going to get annoying. Let's be honest. Be honest.
Just be honest.
But if you know, I feel like, but if you know you're going to see that person, it's not like, now, if you're going 4 and 5 months without seeing them, yes, FaceTime going to get stupid. Like, it's going to get dumb.
Okay.
But if I know I'm going to see you every month, like, if we're planning where, like, 1 month I'm coming to you, the next month you're planning to come to me and stuff like that, I don't mind FaceTime because it's like, I know I'm going to see you every month. But 4 or 5 months, you got to chill.
So I would say it's depending on the time you're at, right?
For sure.
Like you say, you having those conversations, and will work out in a way, guys, is if y'all in the same lane.
Being realistic.
Being realistic.
I think sometimes when you really like somebody, you try to make it work.
Yeah.
No, we can do that. But I think when you're realistic, like, let's think down the line when, let's say we get in an argument or something. Like, is we going to be strong enough to, like, bounce back from that? Or no? Because you can't pull up if we get in an argument and I hang up on you or something, or you hang up on me. Like, you can't pull up because, like, you somewhere else.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Nah, that's good, man. I appreciate that because some people, they do need to hear that. You know what I'm saying? They do need to hear that, and I'm grateful for y'all to listen, and I'm grateful for her to let y'all know that. So with dating, like, what would you say is the worst first date spot?
The worst, the movies.
The movies? Why?
Because there's no conversation. I think going to the movies is the first day you meet up. Hey, what's up? Nice to meet you. You want some popcorn? Yeah, some popcorn. And then we sit quiet for like an hour and 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Let's be for real.
And then y'all not really doing nothing.
You're not really talking
right?
to me. And then it's like, what? Oh, that was a great movie. Yeah.
But you're not really doing nothing.
I don't know you. I want to be able to, like, call my friends and be like, oh, this how the first date went. Like,
his personality was
so
like that. Like,
dope. Like, you can't say that we sit in the movie quiet.
He almost made me want to kiss him. Like, you know what I'm saying? My fault. Yeah. But yeah, now a movie is definitely horrible because I feel as though, like, in a first date, in my opinion, it gotta be. It don't have to be nowhere crazy, right? It don't have to be expensive. It don't have to be. Not McDonald's. All right, that's a little pushing it. But look. If the girl go for it, it might work. But I feel as though, in my opinion, first date is about getting to know each other. Exactly. Wherever you at, and if y'all vibe feel off with each other, it'll work. Absolutely.
The movies is a.
It's a dub.
It's a dub.
Okay, so what would you tell the people your best spot for a first date?
I think a good first date would be like something adventurous, like an arcade or something,
Okay.
and then go get some food after. Because I feel like doing an arcade or something like that, like, you kind of break the ice, and it's like, oh, and then you have something to talk about at dinner. Cause it's like, oh, so, like, are you competitive? Like, it's just kind of like you can kind of like bounce off. of that.
You can bounce off each other.
So that's what I think. That's what I think. Like, and it don't gotta be an arcade, but something fun. Like,
so y'all could conversate, get to know each other.
Dave and Buster's is a good place to go. I only went there one time in life, but Dave and Buster's is a good place to go because it's a lot of, like, competition games in there. So it's like I can compete or whatever, and then you can go eat food. Like, I don't know. I think your first date should just be somewhere that y'all can have conversation.
So we're gonna move on to the motivational aspect of this podcast, of this talk show, right? Gotcha. So we're gonna say the power of locking in. How you feel about that?
I think in every quarter of the year, you should have a day where you lock in and you kind of plan your goals out. What are the goals I want to accomplish in this quarter? I think sometimes when we make them so broad, like in 2025, I want to accomplish this, you find yourself not accomplishing it because you don't give yourself an end date. Like, so I think with my small, short-term goals, I'm like, okay, in the first quarter of the year, I want to accomplish this. I want to have this much saved up in my bank account. I want to, like, do this.
Yeah, so it's basically steps into it.
Exactly. Like,
absolutely.
Sometimes we'll put down short-term goals, long-term goals, but you don't really think about the process of how you're going to actually get to that.
That's what I'm saying.
So that's why I don't, like,
look to the future too much. It's really take it by step, brick by brick. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would say, like I said, brick by brick, because it's like a house or a building wasn't built just like that, right? You had to put a brick on another brick on another brick with cement, and eventually, with time and with effort, you're going to get that building, right?
Sure.
So that's just like in life. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I understand you have a goal, but take it day by day, because you're going to overstress yourself in case it doesn't go the way you think. So I would say to the people out there, once you're locking in, take it day by day, take out the distractions, and work on what you got to work on. You feel what I'm saying? If you really want it, you have to know it in your mental first, right? Because once you visualize it, it will come about.
Exactly.
But you got to see it first.
You got to see it first. And I think the first step is putting it down on paper.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think sometimes it's so easy to get caught up in conversation. Like, oh, yeah, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're going to do that. But if you don't write it down, it's like, what do you look back to? So for me, it's like, if I'm looking down, okay, I got the first quarter here, these are my 4 things I need to get done by the 4th quarter. So if if we're heading into the 2nd quarter, like I'm looking like, ooh, I ain't did what I need to do, so I need to hurry up.
Yeah.
Because I mean, and also being realistic that some things may take a little longer than you think. So I may think, okay, it's gonna take me the 1st quarter of the year, but then it's like, okay, I'm entering into the 2nd quarter. And I ain't really did what I was supposed to be doing. So then you reevaluate, why haven't I done what I was supposed to be doing?
Yeah, man, I appreciate that. The power of locking in is definitely important. I feel as though when you lock in and really take out all the distractions, all of the extra activities that you was doing, you start to find yourself more. You start to find things that you actually didn't know you can be capable of.
Exactly.
And it's so amazing out there that when people take the time of actually working on themselves, self-realization, and just self-awareness, knowing what you can do, it becomes like an astronomical, like, it's just a blessing.
Yeah, self-awareness is so important because then also you don't want to like undersell yourself either. Like you don't want to like beat yourself up like I can't do that. When it's like no, like you put your mind to it, you got it. But yeah, just being self-aware, what you can do, what you can't handle, because you know you don't want to put too much on yourself where you know you can't handle it, and now you're disappointed because it didn't work out. So yeah, there we go.
Nah, I appreciate that, man. The people out here, man, y'all gotta learn. Lock in, right? It's a time in your life when you lock in, and it might be a hard like road. I'm saying, you know, things gonna come with it. You understand? Like even when you're driving, you gotta reroute sometimes. You understand? So if you have that reroute or accident happens, that's cool. At the end of the day, your road is still going to clear one day.
Exactly.
It's going to clear one day, and I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? The people out there definitely need to know that. Lock in the time, and you're going to find yourself even more with that growth.
Definitely.
We're going to get to our special section.
Oh, God.
Bar speed question section.
Oh, God.
Bar speed question section.
Oh, God.
Bar speed question section. Before we get to our speed question section.
Oh, God.
Bar speed question section. You want to know how it goes?
I feel like I kind of know.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right.
Is it like when you ask me a question, it's like one or the other, real quick?
Yes.
All right. Cool.
Absolutely. You're smart.
Thank you.
All right. So with Barry's speed question section, right? First question that we got: mangoes or pineapples?
Pineapples.
Domino's or Papa John's?
Neither.
B.E.T. or MTV?
B.E.T. Duh.
Represent. Scissor or Summer Walker?
Scissor.
Okay. Superman or Batman?
Batman.
All right, for the final and loving question out there, look at the camera when you say it, right?
Okay.
It's going to determine everything.
Okay.
Right? Barry or Future?
Bar, because I'm what's in the future.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, shout out my special guest, man. Shout her out. Oh, my gosh. What you got to tell to the people out there, man? I'm grateful, man. Give me a hug. Hold on, y'all. Give me a hug, man. Oh, my gosh, y'all. Oh, she said, Barry, man. Future, you don't got nothing on me, man. What you got to tell to the people out there, though? What's mandatory for the people to do out there?
Chase your dream.
Chase your dream.
Don't give up.
Don't give up.
Keep going.
Keep going.
You got it.
You got it.
That's all I got.
That's all she got. Let's get it, man. Hey, man, it's mandatory for y'all to learn this. It's mandatory for y'all to listen to this. And it's mandatory for y'all to just do better. All right? We out of here.
We out of here.
Shout out my special guest again. Let's clap it up.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. And we out.
And we out.
You mate.
But wait! There's more!
When you said Barry, I was like, who is Barry? And I was like, oh, he's up on himself.
God, it's hot in this motherfucker.
It got my throat dry.
Real quick. And then look at the camera. Give me. Dave, we got a special guest. Who do we got here?